Hello everybody and welcome to the long-awaited Patriot Front video. It's been a bitch and a half to get this video recorded. Sorry for my voice, I have a bit of a flu right now. I'm just about coming over it, so maybe in the later half of this video that'll sound a lot better. But before we do anything, we're gonna want to go over here and set Russia to win the European war, just in case it takes long. If you really want to, you can even have them win the second. And we're also going to have Russia do the LDPR, Populist Revolution, and whatever. I don't really care too much, but just do that so we can have a trading partner and someone to send us some divisions here. And now we can finally start the game. Alright, so you've seen this setup like 3 separate times. Same research, same military production. I'm gonna just skip ahead to the Civil War because you know what to do now. Just build mills start out in Connecticut and Rhode Island and then just build them out across the rest of New England. Yeah, you know the drill. Vaccinate/prevent outbreaks in New England, New York, but just be sure to do them in Pennsylvania and New Jersey because you'll get cores here, and they're pretty decent. Of course, go down this branch. It's going to be the same setup as the APLA, just side with Biden and let him lose the election. Yeah, I'm just going to skip to when it actually matters what we do. Alright, so now we've reached the line we tow. You know, as you know, these all give you different options. If we're going to click, we must reclaim America, as we're going to be playing as the Patriot Front. I've been stockpiling my mask and vaccine supply. So instead of doing the true revolution begins, you're going to do support National Socialism. This will give you a pretty good national spirit that'll help out a ton. And for this guide, here we're going to be doing down the National Front route, where you form the faction with the NSM in Michigan. And the reason we're going to be doing that is because... fucking hell. And the reason I'm doing it for this route in particular is because since you need a guide for the Patriot Front, I'm going to assume you need as much help as you can get. And that includes help from the AI. There's no shame in it. It is what it is. But if you guys want to see like a specific guide for the achievement, one man, one front, let me know. I'll for sure do that. But I'm just gonna skip to the Civil War, and yeah. Okay, so my game bugged, and for some reason I can't vaccinate New York City. You know, it is what it is. I don't think you'll get this bug, but just be aware that's something that'll happen. Yeah, whatever. Don't care. Okay, so America has fallen apart, and your army setup should look something like this. So all your units under the command of Thomas here, Rousseau, I don't know. You got it. I don't know enough about this guy. And you're gonna get 3 of these Minuteman divisions and 1 motorized division. Put them under this old dude here and set a fallback line from the tip of Connecticut all the way to like the border with New York City.
Infantry, gather around me.
Get 2 National Guard divisions and 1 motorized and put them on the border with the Iron Front. And the rest put them under Stephen Ferreira and put them under the Hamscom Air Force Command. Be sure to put Kevin Deanna under this one here. To be sure, yes. Yeah, Kevin Deanna will be in charge of the Boston team. First focus we're going to do is Vanguard. For civilian factories, just start building mills. And for our military factories, 1 on the gun here, 1 on command equipment, and 1 on, where is it? Anti-tank. Alright, then once you have this initial setup done, put 2 on guns, or 2 more on command equipment, 2 more on guns. 3 on motorized, and we'll fill it out as we need to from there. Actually put 1 more on artillery. Yeah, something like this. Okay, so the plan is going to be pretty simple here. We're going to primarily focus all of our efforts on taking out the American Iron Front, as that'll give us a tank division. We're going to use that tank division to punch holes in enemy lines, specifically along Vermont and New Hampshire. We're going to prioritize taking out the Green Mountain Anarchist Company, as we'll get an event where we'll get 2 options, and picking one of those options will give us 3 very good divisions. We're also going to use any divisions we get from our focus tree. We're going to primarily do focuses that give us more experienced divisions, as well as any mechanized or armored divisions. It's not going to be too tough, the initial conquest of New England, but it's going to take a minute. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to bait out a division here. So we're going to attack this tile that's right next to Boston and above Plymouth. Okay, as you can see, it's now left.
Roger that.
Upon completion of the focus Vanguard, we're going to do the focus Blood. And we're also going to scroll down to this section here and hit recruit NSC 131 members. We're going to get the Nazi Shock Brigade into Kevin Deanna's army and immediately send them towards Plymouth.
Control restored. Well done.
Be sure to edit the focus tree or the front line here. We don't want this extending all the way to Boston.
Position under control. Out.
For Foreign Minister, we're going to go with, any of these are good, but I personally like to go with the Hamiltonian guy.
You got it.
Alright, now, we can do any of these focuses. If you've already taken out the American Iron Front, or you're about to, you could skip over Boston Offensive. I'm going to skip over it because I am probably about to take out Iron Front. So instead, I'm going to do the new Minuteman. For our Economic Minister, we're going to want to go with the NJP guy. For our Security Minister, we're going to go with the NJP guy again. Alright, we've got the armored unit. Add that to Kevin Deanna's army.
You got it.
And now, start working on taking down first the Green Mountain Company here. For Interior Minister, once again, also go with the NJP guy. We're hiring a lot. For research, do modern fatigues and thermal optics. Go with, for Defense Minister, go with the Jacksonian guy. Once you finished the new Minutemen, go down recruit among dissatisfied veterans, and also raise militia in Connecticut.
You got it.
Mechanize the 2nd Continental Army is next. Alright, so once we've defeated the Green Mountain Anarchist Company, we'll get Fate of the Mercenaries. We can either do this, which only gives us war support, or we can do this, which lowers our war support and political power, but gives us 3 really good divisions. Gonna add this to Ferrera's army.
You got it.
But before we send them over there, they're gonna be doing some work for us.
Roger that. Gather around me.
Once mechanized the 2nd Continental Army is done, we're gonna take a break over. Do the focus Legacy of Victory. Okay, now that we have conquered New England, it's time to start focusing on New York proper. We're gonna hit New York City to cut it off from the rest of the NYPD battalions here. Once Legacy of Victory is done, do the focus in Elite Officer Corps.
Roger that.
Once an Elite Officer Corps is complete, start working our way down to the focus Revere Rides again. Alright, cool. We have united New England. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna pull our troops back around here. It's fine. Here's the updated production queue. I'm gonna raise our once we have 100 political power or more, you're gonna want to raise it to limited conscription so we can get some more manpower in there. Now we're gonna work our way towards the focus of reclaiming America. You can do this with Canada, the Canadian intervention, if you really want to, you know, get into the war, but you don't have to. Don't feel pressured at all. Sure to do these decisions here and buy some equipment from the black market. With the free bill, start making more guns and command equipment. Alright, with reclaiming America complete, if you're still conquering New England, that's fine. But next to the focus, reign in militia commanders. Once reign in militia commanders is complete, be sure to specifically bypass the focus better dead than red, as this will give you access to anti-partisan warfare and strength of spear, which is what we're going to go down to. Once you've raised up all the militias, go to recruit and deploy and find infantry brigade. If you can't find it because you didn't cap the anarchist, it's fine. You can just make it, but be sure to add anti-tank and support anti-air. Support artillery and train up a couple. Alright, because Michigan has united, I want to be the one who forms the National Front, so we're just going to go ahead and convene the Second Constitutional Convention now. So the way the Patriot Front path works is very interesting. It's not like the APLA, where it's a balance of power system, where if the balance of power is too far to one side, they will go anarchist, too far to the other side, they'll go Jacobins, and in between is the DSA and the PSL. Instead, it's based off of popularity. And that popularity will change. And that popularity will decide what you become at the end of the Civil War, not the end of this focus. So for the entirety of the Civil War, you will always be ruled by the blue shirts. Now you can pick whatever path you want, be it the Jacksonians, the Hamiltonians, the blue shirts, or the NJP. Now, I'm personally going to go with the Jacksonians because I think it gives Rousseau the best ending portrait. And that popularity is the authoritarian and Democrats. So I'm going to pick any option that boosts authoritarian democracy support. You pick any option that boosts the support for whatever path you want to do. Right about now, I also recommend starting to improve relations with Russia. Alright, with convene the Second Constitutional Convention done, we're going to form the National Front. Now, we have this timer. It hasn't popped up yet, but it'll pop up soon. We have this little timer here, Reclaim America. We have 100 days to reclaim America. Don't worry about that too much. We'll look at it in time. Go to your motor. Right about now is when we want to start training a little more motorized, and we're gonna do the same thing: anti-tank and support artillery. And where are they? Just train up about 11 of them as well. Alright, with the National Front successfully formed, we're going to coordinate nationalist economies. And be sure to assist the Atomwaffen and Texan National Front. You don't need to worry too much about these guys, they're going to die. We're going to trade just a bit with the Russians here. Put these 5 under Ryan Sanchez there. Alright, next to Strength of Spirit. Alright, Trump is actually doing very well against Biden. I didn't anticipate this, so we're going to just move it a little bit earlier than I would have liked. But it's fine. Attack the Union. If it's like me where we got to move in, then you should just bite the bullet and do it. Next, we're actually going to do the focus Unified Nationalist Militaries, as we almost have a 300 political power. We're going to do something fun with that. Go, go, go! America has dug in pretty heavy into Chicago. So I'm going to do the focus our southern brethren here. Once that's done, we're going to invite the National Republic of Texas, and we're actually going to do something really funny. So we're going to join their wars here. And we're going to integrate the Confederacy. This might not be an option anymore after 1.1, but it's a pretty funny decision because instantly we absorb half the Confederate Army. Or the entire Confederate Army, rather. Actually, he has a Confederate bandana. We'll add him. So not only do we get, I believe, a few more generals, we also get Michael Hill as a field marshal, and he's a really good field marshal. Not as good as Rousseau, but he'll make a good second army field marshal.
I have a plan, a grand vision. If they're going to keep coming here, then we're going to go someplace else. Our own place, for our own people. No immigrants, no minorities. An agrarian community where everyone lives in harmony because every single person is white. Yes, sir.
Yeah, I know that place. That sounds like Vermont.
Okay, so Biden is finally down. We're going to get all of the states that border Trump first. If you really want to, you can also give Chicago, Wisconsin, and Indiana to the Michigan, but I don't feel like it. And then we're going to get New Jersey and Philly. Now we can start picking up whatever we want. The goal here, it's not always going to happen, but the goal is to get all of Biden's territory. We can contest Trump for a good amount of it. So. A few times just to make sure the game doesn't crash, and okay, cool, the game crashed. Something like this should be fine as long as you have some troops. Alright, so our setup for Trump is basically just gonna be this, so we can quickly swarm over. We are not gonna attack Trump though, we're gonna wait for him to attack us. I have been neglecting this, and you probably have too, but we're gonna start raising our legitimacy. We can just keep, we have a huge stockpile of political power, so we can just keep hitting that. We're of course going to do any focuses that increase our legitimacy as well, should we need to. Create international image is great. Party democracy, stuff like that. But alright, once rebuild the American way of life is done, we're going to want to do focus on the consumer economy and utilize penal labor. Be sure to get our spies and set them to there and Ohio. We're also going to do the wartime campaign, law and order, and reclaim America. Alright, so we have just been attacked by Trump here. Not too crazy, just there we go. And press forward. Most of his troops are out fighting the APLA down here. We are just gonna swarm over them. Be sure to prioritize capturing Oklahoma because it has a lot of resources, as well as Illinois, Wisconsin, and Minnesota and Missouri, because they have a lot of the industry that Trump needs.
All clear.
When there's nothing left but the fire in my chest and the air that fills my lungs, I'll hold my tears and trade my years for a glimpse at kingdom come. On heir to relief and sovereignty. Oh my God, we'll have our home again. My God, we'll have our home. My blood or sweat will get there yet. My God, we'll have our home. In our own towns we're foreigners now. Our names are spat and cursed. The headline smack of another attack, not the last and not the worst. Oh, my fathers, they look down on me. I wonder what they feel to see their noble sons driven down beneath a coward's heel. Oh, my God, we'll have our home again. My God, we'll have our home. My blood or sweat will get there yet. My God, we'll have our home. The road is dark, the way is lost. My eyes, they strain to see. I struggle forth to find a friend to light the way for me. Oh, brothers, can you hear my voice, or am I all alone? If there's no fire to...
Alright, so there is Trump. Pretty easy. If the APLA is taken the Rocky Mountains, just put them all on a front line, obviously. If it's more something like this, where it's kind of fucked up a little,
Position under control. Out.
set up a line
Position
more
cleared
like,
and under control.
more like this, I guess.
You got it.
Alright, so the APLA got him before I could. So we'll just... There we go. Alright,
Infantry, gather around me.
the APLA is pretty rough because they have a bunch of units and it's all fighting on like the worst terrain. So we're gonna be here a while. I'm just gonna speed this up. Just keep doing your political tree, do whatever military focuses you might have, do some economy stuff. Just do whatever at this point. Be sure to keep increasing your legitimacy whenever you can
Position cleared
as well.
and under control.
You came down to this southern town last summer to show the folks a brand new way of life. But all you've shown the folks around here is trouble, and you've only added misery to their strife. Your concern is not to help the people, and I'll say again, no, it's been often said. Your concern is just to bring discomfort, my friend, and your policy is just a little red. Now, ain't I right?
Ain't you right? Ain't you right?
It matters not to you how people suffer, and should they, you consider that a gain. You bring a lot of trouble to a town and then you leave. That's part of your communistic game. I detect a little communism. I can see it in the things you do. Communism, socialism, call it what you like. There's very little difference in the two. Now, ain't I right?
Ain't you right? Ain't you right?
Your followers sometimes have been a bearded, bathless bunch. There's even been a minister or two, a priest, a nun, a rabbi, and an educated man have listened and been taken in by you. All the country's full of two-faced politicians who encourage you with words that go like this. Burn your draft card if you like, it's good to disagree. That's a get acquainted communistic kiss. Now ain't I right?
Ain't it right? Ain't it right?
One politician said it would be nice to send some blood and help the enemy in Vietnam. That's what he says, here's what I say, let's just keep the blood. Instead, let's send that politician man. Let's rid the country of the politicians who coddle tramps that march out in our street, protesting those who want to fight for freedom, my friend. This kind of leader makes our country weak. Now ain't I right?
Ain't it right? Ain't it right?
Let's look and find the strong and able leaders. It's time we found just how our neighbors stand. If we're to win this war with communism, let's fight it here as well as Vietnam. Let's rise as one and meet our obligations, so communistic boots will never trod across the fields of freedom that were given to us with the blessing of our great almighty God. Across the fields of freedom that were given to us with the blessing of our great almighty God.
We flipped our finger to the King of England, stole our country from the Indians. With God on our side and guns in our hand, took it for our own. Built a nation dedicated to liberty, justice and equality. Doesn't look that way to you, it doesn't look that way to me. Sickest joke I know. Listen up man, I'll tell you who I am. Just another stupid American. You don't wanna listen, you don't wanna understand, so finish up your drink and go home. I come from the land of Ben Franklin, Twain and Poe and Walt Whitman, Otis Redding, Ellington, the country that I love. But it's a land of the slaves and the Ku Klux Klan, Haymarket riot and the Great Depression, Joe McCarthy, Vietnam, sickest joke I know. Listen up man, I'll tell you who I am. Just another stupid American. You don't wanna listen, you don't wanna understand, so finish up your drink and go home. I'm proud and ashamed every 4th of July. You got to know the truth before you say that you got pride. Now the cops got tanks, but the kids got guns. Shrinks pushing pills on everyone. Cancer from the ocean, cancer from the sun. Straight to hell we go. Listen up man, I'll tell you who I am. Just another stupid American. You don't wanna listen, you don't wanna understand, so finish up your drink and go home. Listen up man, I'll tell you who I am. Just another stupid American. You don't wanna listen, you don't wanna understand, so finish up your drink and go home. Finish up your drink and go home.
Alright, so we've defeated the APLA here. There you go, rip my goat Preisner. And now it's time to hold the national conference. When you do it, just be sure you have the highest legitimacy. I do. Don't be too worried if you lose this, it's not that big a deal. For Texan autonomy, just agree to it. You get a little state spirit on the Texan states. It's really nothing crazy. I would rather not have to go to war, so we'll just agree to that. Alright, there you go. We have reunited America as the Patriot Front. Blah, 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 blah. Who cares? Who's the super event? Alright, so pretty soon after reuniting America, we will have the choice of path. And like I said, it'll be based on who is the most popular. For us, it's the Jacksonians. So we'll just do that. And the ruling party is Jacksonians. You get a pretty good portrait and a really awful flag. I really hate the flag. But that's gonna do it for today's video. That's gonna do it for today's video. Let me know if you guys want a guide on how to do the one man, one front achievement, since I know this one did the national front path. But yeah, next video is gonna be something a little different. Still gonna be HOI4 kind of. Yeah, see you in the next one. Goodbye.